colors. Two. Left face. Forward march. Detail displays.
So at this point, we're now going to have the entry of our Philippine delegation. Our elder, Stone Pulutan, has been asked to ask for permission to enter the islands.
Ay, na ay payayin malida. Nanik pugaw ikol dilira, umalis ng Hawaii ay kananda. Na ay tino ka banda, abayaw ng sagpanda. Idawa tekenda ida tanan wadas na at sumyada gawis na tetewa at matago-tagoda. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to present to you the delegates of the Iguros throughout the world. Philippine delegate representative led by Nati Sogiel. Next is the European delegate representatives led by Conchita Puoten.
Video ka na.
Next is the Canada delegate representatives led by Bridget Busay. Next is the United States of America delegate representative led by Lambert Sagala and Baroga. Next is the Australia, New Zealand delegate representatives led by Miriam Benito and Luke Torrivillis. The last but not the least, new generation representatives led by Mark and Avril Watson.
Kamanao Ihadu Durana Te ahonuia Lanatila Aloha mai na vai O te aroha no ta mea nui E o mai e na Hawaii Na pua na lei E ole mamo Ala mai e te la ui Laula e taulana O mai talekulehu Haheo Hawaii Ano ai no me te aroha Ya aloha Ya aloha 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 Mahalo, mahalo iyo.
Mahalo.
Let us pray. Almighty God, Kia Kua, you have gifted this world with a diversity of peoples and languages and cultures, and we thank you for bringing us together in the spirit of aloha to strengthen the bonds of friendship that tie the people of the lands together. May your blessing and grace descend upon this conference and this gathering throughout their days and their activities. Be with them as they journey to and from their times and places of work and play and worship. May the mountains and the valleys of the Aino welcome them. The waves of the Kai or the sea enfold them, and the warmth and aloha of the people of Hawaii surround them on every side. Bless us, Kia Kua, in all that we do. Ka malamalama o Kia Kua ho'opuni mai i a kākou. Ke aloha o Kia Kua ke kipuni mai ki a kākou. Ke mana o Kia Kua ho'opakele mai i a kākou. Ke alo o Kia Kua e malama mai i a kākou. Mai kahi i a kākou, mai kahi ka a kākou. E hele aku ai he akuno. May the light of God surround us, the love of God enfold us, the power of God protect us, the presence of God watch over us, and wherever we are, God is. Amen.
Amen.
Now we're going to proceed with the takpa ceremony, and to come as is native to our what is going on in here so that we will all understand.
All right, if you remember in the feast days, we cannot start any feast unless the dapa is open. And early in the morning, if you remember, kaya or tatpataya na niya, very early in the morning, they shouldn't meet any person or animals across. And they're supposed to be carrying the pigs in the takpa, but we didn't have the takpa, we have to improvise. And of course, the kamuan that carries the rice. And also, the important thing is the busi, of course. We don't have all this equipment, but that is 30%. And unless that is done, and they're returning to the dapai, and everything is butchered and everything, then we do the feast, if you remember that. So this is actually returning from the kayo. So we now are in the dapai, and the dapai will be open, and the gangsa will be beginning. So that's where it is now. You can carry on.
kabdibon agdi. Kay gurutan na inyalidad Hawaii. Ay, ito kabandata. Noon umayan na babae, sinaya na nailay, pangilis na dahil ng babae dahil gawis isang gabanda. Kaano mo tayo kabunyan ng asi-asi mo sunggap na ta. Mayroon may dadayat ka na tunas may isak sakit ka na ida. Kanan mi di magito kang sinanunag. Ajay! Tidwil ka na di amam ay. Iyay, gin mo ay tidwil takuta. Muwa na umaling Hawaii dat. Mo, asinan nem na dat may tidwil ta umidasanan. Kapayan da ay, kabaybayan si sa ate, ano-ano nan nalaway, baybay na ito na. Lupay abos nan, ipukas sina Hawaii ay, kan-ana na day, adayin adata, kasi niya, kukumnig na tatlo aday, to this day, na sagsabupang kasino, umali na na agida, will diyay, mangya ano kasinan, anak-anas nan gawes na niya, labis ng Hawaii tayo siya nan, inananap nan, dato na ang ganan, kasimut lang ay, natrami diyam ada. Ikod sa tako, ikod sa iwan mangilis na Hawaii ta. Nan mun oblaan nyo na kumakid sa kayo, tanwa na mang sub-sublat, si mun oblaan nyo na, ani may pasub-sublat ay, maknag kayo lata. Woo! Ano na pa'y abos di, mang wanian, mang idulong, set ka na kayo, adi kayon, ma-wood ay, susunggag kayo tay, kumakid sa kayo. Ayan, pa'y day, hindi Hawaii ay, isublat yung sanay day, apuyo yan, akyuta, wade mo silbiyan ng umilis nan, Hawaii tay doyay, umalit wadi at ang gawis upan na maikakal, ay sana din nga takot kasinay, ang amon na Pilipinas na sasagan sinan Hawaii upay, sinakdangat ka na, ay, gawis niya, mangwali kong kabunyanay, magtutukbong ka na ito na, iwaras mo kayot nan, gabay, gagat, ragsak, abas yan na naayay, kanandaan kapya, tawaday yung sagsagrapon na naayay, malalis na natin, no kumaan na dadlo dat mo naamang da, kumaan na dadlo sumada dat gawis di kakanda ay ito na naayay, pangilis na naayay, Hawaii.
May siyasa.
Malkas na, ito ang minukas ng dami sila.
Okay, we're going to ask the elders of the ILI to please join. And we're going to ask Sharilu and Reverend Dan to also come and join. This is partaking of the wine. Normally it's made from rice wine, but since we're in the United States, we have a modified rice wine.
Marshal, enter.
Hugo, and ang Galas, and ang Lambert.
Ang tapinas na.
Siman tadi.
Gawis ng inkapsit ay yakit agtansakin. Ay, agtansakin ko agtansakin. Kulang, bayan na tonanan ang tam. Don, may syoktong na nilulog mo.
Hindi ka lipunan.
Laywan.
Ipitik takuta. Dan iman ay tapo yan ay dat gawis lang kanay. Mainom ka na ito na dat. Mudadlo inom mo na dat na mas ka. Ay no dadlo. Waday dumaanan na sa dat na isuk-suk batay. Ang amunan ublan na tunay wala na sa susoldado kaskadaan. Wala sa lamlamuan di bye-bye si Saud. Dahil na naman ituturong sinaman nagsakan ng ili. Yan ang sumimpangan ng ili. Sa din na dinawat mi kan si kaay. lumawigan.
Manang Gloria?
Okay. Cheers.
It's cheers in the American language. It's
Salamat, salamat.
Mahalo ka, mahalo.
Maikata. Salamat.
And whatever it is that is beautiful in our culture will be preserved and will govern their lives as they move through the generations to come. So, moving right on, I'd like to call on Manang Gloria. We do have a time crunch, so we're going to call on the lead of the new generation to please come forward. Mark and Amanda.
Good morning. So this is for Charlene for coming here and blessing us and letting us come to Hawaii and celebrate our culture and also their culture as well.
Sorry.
Okay.
Are you the young person to give you like you first?
Oh,
Sorry, I was even given instructions.
that's okay. Future leader. So, okay, so I'm just gonna,
So we would like to call Charlene and Reverend Dan
okay.
again.
Just a real quick note on this book. This is Uncle Patrick's work, that collection of scriptures that he took while he was in Bonto, and it's like his life's work. And so we present this to you. This is for Charlene.
That bag also goes to Charlene. So move in, yes. And not so fast. We have our very, very, very young leaders who want to also show their appreciation.
What did you do later? Oh, I saw it.
That's my daughter, Penny, by the way. Thanks, Penny.
That's a hand woven material. Yes. Thank you. And Reverend Dunn, we normally have the loincloth for men. But we're having it made for you.
So, as like your groups know and you know, I work with Hawaiian language speaking students and children in our Hawaiian language schools, so I would love to share this with them. And in turn, maybe one day you'll return and our keiki and our children can gift you with loincloth of kapa or tapa that we make. And we'll teach them to keep our trades going on like
This consultation. And first, we're going to have the opening remarks by the IIC Chair, Amanda.
Good morning. How's Hawaii? Pretty nice? Yeah. Very good. So, all right. 23 years ago, I attended the very first 23 years ago, I attended the very first IIC in West Covina, California. Woo! I was 8 years old. 4 years ago in Vienna, Austria, with some encouragement from my generation, I suggested that IIC 12 should be in Honolulu, Hawaii, and here we all are. My name is Amanda Abea, and I am your IIC chair. Having the opportunity to help create an IIC in Hawaii, all the way from Washington, D.C., was quite the challenge. It took a whole team from all over the world to hold something as special as this. This is the first IIC where the next generation will be in charge of all workshops. In this process, the next generation Igor leadership was born. This event has always had a very special place in my heart. Even at 8 years old, these consultations really solidified how amazing our culture is with its history, dances, attire, and stories. If you ask me, the best part of any IIC is making long-lasting relationships with new friends and reconnecting with the old ones from all over the world. We have participants from Australia, Austria, England, Canada, New Zealand, USA, and the Philippines. I am humbled by all of your efforts that you have made to be here. Our theme this year is Igor Generations Advancing and Coming Full Circle. Although specific to our conference, this is a theme that is always constant and inevitable in our lives. Every person in this room has a rich lineage filled with stories of triumph and struggle. We all have relied heavily on our parents, our grandparents, siblings, close friends to guide us through life. And then something happens. Roles get reversed. All of a sudden, you are taking care of your parents, your grandparents, your siblings, and close friends. It's what one would call a circle of life. Even though it may feel like an obligation, it truly is a choice. A choice fueled by responsibility, but ultimately love. This is something my parents, Mia and Edwin Abea, have taught my sisters and I, and for that, I am forever grateful. During this conference, I advise you to take everything in. Let our culture and the energy of being around our family and friends take over you. Maybe do a little less scrolling on your phone. I will be very impressed if someone can remember this, but does anybody remember the very first theme in West Covina, California? I didn't think you would. The theme was looking to the future of the Igorists, and here we all are 23 years later. Thank you.
So now, let me introduce to you the president of the IGO, Gloria Simon. She will give us the welcome remarks.
Can we say agad ako amin snack? It's so nice to see all of you. No matter what plan we do, and unless there are some participants, the plan never works. So your presence here makes you the VIP of the whole organization of these functions that we're having. So it's really very important that people come when you work very, very hard. So in that vein, we really thank the youth with Amanda Abia and the Watans for their hard work in trying to plan this organization for us to have it here in Hawaii. And of course, the host, the Hawaiian Bebop, with all of the members here. You saw them in color, with Angel and Hugo and their spouses and families that really made this event be held in Hawaii. So in that, as you heard, the theme today is Igor Generations Advancing and Coming Full Circle. Now, we cannot go around in circle because it makes us dizzy. So what I'm going to tell you is that we need to think outside the circle and shoot ourselves outside toward the future. And in so doing, I think that we need to transcend ourselves. It's like us, think of yourselves sitting in the space shuttle up going out to space. And you sit right there. And we do, in our generation, we need to look back on what has been. And we need to learn what is behind. So I'd like to make you think of the Greek mythology Janus, remember that in your ancient history in first year high school? He's able to look back behind. And we honor the past, and we value what there is. And able to look in front, to see what is in front and what is in the future. And that's what we should be doing. If IGO is going to do anything else in live, we need to do what we need to do as the present generation is standing like Janus to be able to move ourselves to the future. At this point, I think that we have, as you heard, we are 22 years old. And you think of that, we really should have finished college, we learned everything that we are supposed to learn, right? So we are now in like a butterfly. The butterfly has a stage of evolution. There's this time that it is a pupa or a worm, crawling, eating everything it wants to ravage and eat, and eventually goes into a cocoon in the process of evolution. We should have gone through that. Then the butterfly is transformed to a beautiful, beautiful butterfly. So now, we really should have evolved at 23, evolving and become the beautiful, beautiful butterfly as we should be. Now we should start moving like the beautiful butterfly to chart our course. Abraham Lincoln said, "The way to predict your future is to create it. And that we must do." So what should we do? I would say that we should transform, evolve to greater heights. And there are ways to doing that. In order to do that, we have to be a viable organization alive. And I will be saying more in detail about that later. And again, besides being viable, being an active organization with membership. And I think that must be the most important thing. You can't be alive unless you have members participating and working together as a team. The other thing, of course, is being visible. How could you be visible? We do in our fingertips have technology, and we need to improve our communication throughout the globe because we are all scattered throughout the globe. We do have that, but we have to do a little bit more better to be visible and show what we can do. The question is, what is it in for me? Why should I be a member of IGO? What are you doing? That makes you valuable that we should be members. So this is what we're going to do. It's about time we need to chart our course if we are going to leave. In that, we need to show that we are vital. How should you show that you are vital so that you will be valued and people will look at you to become members of the organization? And that's where everybody comes in. Everybody has a talent. And I think from the old to the young, we need to chart our course. If we don't do that, then we fade away. Again, if you remember ancient Greece, now we have the Olympic Games. In the early times of the Greek mythology, they were warring tribes. They were all divided. So they got Olympus and looked down and said, enough is enough, fighting is enough. So they have lighted the light, and all these different tribes lighted their torch, and that started the Olympics. You know, you have the Olympians, and it exists today. So what I'm saying is that there are different BBAC organizations out there. I am asking all the BBAC organizations, and I am asking all of you who are representative of the different BBAC groups to come. Light your torch in our Tapuan. And by doing that, we can light ourselves together, chart our course, because it is you at the grassroots that's going to grow and make this organization light to the world. So, in the same token then, it's time that we too light our torch, to lighten the course of darkness and blaze a trail to the future. To be back at the front lines should and must think to join IGO. United as a team, we can do and accomplish more. So light your torch in our that one, hold them high, as high as you can, to shine globally. So I will be speaking a little bit more in time, and the details will be there. And I was hoping that we would have printed the programs that tells the details for the General Assembly, and I hope we will be able to do that, and you'll have a chance to look at and read up all the vital details of what are the things that we need to be doing, and look at and contribute your talent. And you know, some of us are almost close to the 6 feet underground. All of you have talent. All of you have talent. Don't go 6 feet underground. If you bury your talent 6 feet underground, it will be lost forever. But if you contribute those talents that you have, it will live forever. That, I want you to keep that in mind, so that when you see the list, and I hope we will produce them, look at those lists and say, what have I as a talent that I could do to contribute and leave behind? We need to have a Gorat heritage legacy. In that, bear in mind, what can you do to live as an Gorat legacy? Because we know the Gorat legacy and the culture will not live unless we, this present generation, is going to do it. No one can do it but us. Thank you.